Tell me when I'm on. What's up, everybody? Listen, I'm here with an empowering moment. Pastor J.W. Cole, as you see, I got guests here in the studio. I can't start until you come on. I need to invite and share. Come on. Let me tell my people I'm on the air. I need to invite and share. I'm on. I need you to share and invite. We are about to have the conversation. We're about to have the conversation. I need for you, all right, come on. Like, invite, and share. All right, like, invite, and share. We are not having the conversation until there's a number in my head. Come on. There's a number in my head. I'm inviting people now. I'm telling them I'm on. I'm not in my home studio. I'm here at the church. Come on. Let's roll. Let's roll. Come on. Invite and share. Pastor J.W. Cole, empowering moment. We are about to have the conversation, and you don't want to miss it today. You don't want to miss it today. It's going down. Did you hear what I said? It's going down. I'm early. I know I'm early. Come here. I'm early, but let's have the conversation. Let's have the conversation. I'm early, but let's have the conversation. Oh, come on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to have the conversation. I'm here with Jamal, a.k.a. I'm going to let him introduce it because I'm going to mess it all up. Jamal, I'm calling Jamal. He's performing his name and the many things he's been doing. We are about to have the conversation. Okay, here you come. Good afternoon, good evening, hello, hang in there with me. I will start when there is 3 more people. Come on, invite and share and tell them Pastor Cole got Jamal in the studio. Yes, ma'am. He got him here and we are about to do it. I need 2 more people. Come on, come on. I'm being greedy. I'm being greedy. Oh, yeah. I need for you to share and invite, and let's get ready to have the conversation. Well, welcome, Jamal. Welcome to his empowering moment. Y'all that's watching on Jamal's page, he's here at the Word Empowerment Church. I am grateful. We got cameras everywhere. That's why we had to be here today. And we're about to have the conversation. Listen, if you have questions, as usual, we church chat at gmail.com. We church chat at gmail.com. My team is standing by, and guess what? We're going to answer those. They're in the chat. They're in the emails. We church chat at gmail.com. Thank y'all. We're ready to have it. Jamal, welcome, man.
I appreciate you for having me, homie.
Man, I'm excited. Listen, when I started this, people kept on saying, you gotta get Maal, a.k.a. the Pimp.
Whoever said that first, they smart. They know what they talking about. Whoever said that, shout out. Y'all got good choice, good decision, making good taste. You can't have a show without having Maal The Pimp in the building. I'm Mr. Chattanooga myself. So good looking out there listening to who requested it.
They said it, man. They said you have to be here. Listen, so tell everybody, because they're watching around the world. You're originally raised Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. I was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm straight from the west side, College Hill Courts.
College Hill Courts, Chattanooga. And I'm diving right in because you're a positive black male. Shout out to you. I'm crazy. I'm here now. Normally I'm doing Zoom and I'm talking through a screen, but you're here.
I'm doing it in person.
That's right. So we can do it. Greet everybody. Tell them who you are, where you come from, and then I'm going to dive in.
Maal The Pimp, a.k.a. M.T.P. That stands for Make That Paper on the Side. Sometimes you want to use it like that. But I'm a local hip-hop artist from Chattanooga. But I'm more than a hip-hop artist. I'm a hip-hop artist / entrepreneur / record label owner / marketing expert / legal consultant. Just I'm all around hustling. That's where the Maal The Pimp name comes from.
That's where, say that again. That's where the pimp comes from. I want to kill the misnomer that people have, such as myself and others, when we see the word pimp. It's not women, it's hustling with all the things that you have going on, making the paper and you're just out there making it.
Yeah, let me break it down for you. So, of course, like I say, I'm a rap artist. That's what I do. That's what people know me for. But if you want to go with the female situation, pimps use females to get money for them by any means necessary, right? That's the whole point.
Right.
And me as a rap artist, that's what I do first and foremost in front of the camera when it comes to the spotlight. But outside of that, I have a degree, a recording instrument degree from Middle Tennessee State University. So it's more than me than what meets the eye. And because of that degree, now I also do legal consulting, reading, writing contracts, the same thing that a lawyer would do. I do marketing promotions. I'm a booking agent, so I book these big mainstream artists and bring them to small cities that are big cities that people couldn't really get them to. They go to me for that. And I also groom and I school up and coming young artists who need game and need, direction on which way to go. So I do all these things outside of rapping, but all this is still to promote me as a rapper.
Right.
So to add all that up, I'm pimping my way through this rap thing. So that's where the Maal The Pimp name come from.
Wow. He just broke it down. I hope y'all can hear. Making sure that we're good on the sound. Give me some likes. Give me some hearts if y'all can hear and we're good on sound. I'm looking at my people out here. Are y'all good? We're good? Y'all can hear? I want to make sure we're good. All right. We normally don't record here, and he broke it down for us. I want to make sure we're tight. I don't want to waste all this knowledge. I don't want to waste all this. I want to make sure that we're good. All right. So, Jamal, let's talk about the rap artist.
All right.
The rap artist, Jamal, first.
All right.
You wrote plenty songs.
Million songs.
Done traveled the country.
Definitely.
Tell me your top three.
My top three songs, first and foremost, I gotta say the song I wrote called Chattanooga.
Oh, okay.
And the reason, let me tell you the reason behind this song. I lived in New Orleans for a long time. I still live down there. I'm just kind of back and forth. But when I first moved to New Orleans, I was working with a national artist by the name of BG, who was formerly signed to Cash Money Records. So he moved forward and started his own label. I was a part of that. So we would travel across the country, and I would be with him and his New Orleans homeboys. I would always get mistaken as being from New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? So they would be like, y'all from New Orleans?
Right.
And I would say, no, they from New Orleans. I'm from Chattanooga.
Represent.
Each time I say that, people would be like, what's Chattanooga from? But where's that? Where you from again?
Right.
What's Chattanooga?
Right.
And I would say, that's Tennessee. When I say Tennessee, that's when I started realizing when people thought of Tennessee, they only thought of Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the artists that came out of Memphis. Right. Later on, Young Buck came out of Nashville, so they put the spotlight on Nashville. But for the longest, everybody thought of Memphis when they thought of Tennessee. And then, so when I would be with them, they would always say, where you from, New Orleans? No, I'm from Tennessee. Then when I would travel and tour Snoop, I would get mistaken from being from LA. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had to say, no, they from LA, they from Long Beach, I'm from Chattanooga.
Right.
Where you from again? Where's that? So after hearing that, years of touring, I said, I need to make a song and say where I'm from, Chattanooga.
Right.
So I made that song right there, and coincidentally, that song ended up getting used in a movie called Spring Breakers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Which came out on Lionsgate Film out of Hollywood. So that got me my first big Hollywood check right there.
Gotcha.
I thought that was crazy because the song I made about my city ended up going nationwide. And then I'm hitting Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I would say that's my biggest song right there.
Okay.
My second biggest, I would say, is probably the song 32, which is the soundtrack / theme song I wrote about the 32-man roundup that they did down here. And the reason I say that was my second biggest song because I put out a documentary that came with that, which sold a bunch of units, and I ended up getting a streaming deal for Vimeo because of that. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my second biggest. My third biggest song would be a song called It's Time to Ride. Those are basically like a hood anthem type song that I did, but it ended up getting placed on national mixtapes all across the world because of my affiliation with BG and Chop City Records.
Okay.
I got a million songs, but those would be my top three.
Right, that's good. And I put you on the spot too, so I know there's others as well. Yeah. I want to go back because, man, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Right.
You said that because, make no mistake about it, you have touched celebrities, you have sat with the name brands, if you will, and you're still here representing Chattanooga.
Right.
You're to be applauded for that as, watch this y'all, a successful black male.
Right.
To let them know that we're not just, if you will, quote unquote, thugging out, trying to get our way, but you've made your way with a degree.
Right.
Man, that's awesome. I want to go back because you wrote a documentary on 32.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to really tune in. Jamal's going to take us on a ride around the 32 documentary I messed it all. I messed it all up. But
Documentary.
Tell us about the 32. Watch this.
The 32 documentary. Well, I'm gonna go two different ways. First, the 32 documentary was 32. Where the name 32 came from. Back in 2013, the FBI did a large roundup here in Chattanooga, and the whole goal, according to them, was to clean up drugs and guns off the street. And again, to get all the worst criminals off the street who were committing crimes. That's what they say they were trying to do. Okay, that's cool. I understand that. But coincidentally, when you did the roundup trying to clean up drugs and guns off the street, you only got black men. And it happened to be 32 black men, as if no other race does drugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're trying to clean up drugs and guns off the street, it's more than 32 people who's providing it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? It's definitely more than 32 black men. So that was the first red flag. The second red flag was you label these guys on the news as the worst of the worst. And some of them didn't even have a criminal record. Outside of like small stuff like personal use marijuana.
Right.
I think somebody even had a charge for fishing without a license, driving suspended license. And the guys that did have what you can call extended criminal records, they had been in trouble over 10 to 12 years. So they obviously are not the same person now as they was years ago.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So with this labeling the worst of the worst, to me that was a defamation of character. And then only get 32 black men, to me, that was racial profiling.
Right.
And a lot of people from the community felt the same way I felt, but with me being an artist and being in the limelight, I guess, when I speak, it gets heard.
Right.
You understand? So that was my motivation for doing it. And then to top it off, the icing on the cake was, before they got these men, they did a raid and they got Hamilton County Sheriff Billy Long. Now keep in mind, these men were caught with nothing, just conspiracy, what they may or may have not said on the phone. Conspiracy charges, nothing red-handed. When they got Hamilton County Sheriff Billy Long, whose job is to protect and serve and keep drugs out of the community, he get caught with 32 or 33 kilograms of cocaine, 22 or 25 pounds of marijuana, and then giving guns to known fellas. You know what I'm saying? So if they're caught with allegedly talking about this much, he's caught red-handed with this much, where are they getting it from? Indirect, where's it coming from? You know what I'm saying? And to see him get less time than all of them, it just didn't make no sense. So I'm saying to myself, when I'm looking at us on the news, I'm saying, am I the only one who's saying this? Am I the only one who's translating the way it's coming out? So me being an artist, I decided to write a song about it. And then once I wrote the song, from there came, I should do a documentary, just to be able to do a little investigation. So I reached out to a few of my friends from the news station, a few people who were actually incarcerated because of the documentary. I did interviews with them from prison, interviewed with people from the news, and then I just did a bunch of research and compiled some footage together and put out the documentary. And it was so impactful that, the whole city took to it because they felt what I was coming from.
Right. So on that 32, and you're at home or traveling, you get the front page of the newspaper.
Right.
This is back, y'all. I'm bringing you forward. What's going through your mind when you see 32 African American men, some you may know, some you don't know, on the front page labeled the worst of the worst? What's going on?
It was sick, man. For one of the guys that got picked up was my road manager.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before he got picked up, he was the guy you would go through to contact me. Like if he was out now, you would have been calling him, setting the time up, he would have been calling me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So half the time this investigation was going on, this guy was on the road, on the plane, going out of town with me. You understand? So when I see his face, plus other faces of people that I know personally, I'm saying the worst of the worst. I'm like, man, who said this right here? How did this come?
Right.
It was just sick. And then beneath all that, I'm knowing where it's coming from. This is racially motivated. It's racially motivated. If I'd have saw 500 faces on there, black, white, mixed, I would be like, okay, I get it.
Right.
They really trying to do something.
They try to play it up.
But to see this right here,
Right.
Man, come on, this is sick.
Right. And so in there, Jamal, now we're at 32. You got that happening. Then, not only do you make a song, but then you pen words to a book to make sure that you are heard.
Right.
What's your heart saying?
My heart is saying, when I did this documentary, it wasn't even about me. It was not about me at all. But me putting the documentary out gave it that much more credibility. My heart was to speak up for the people who didn't have a voice.
Right.
These guys in the jail, they can't speak up for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So my thing was to speak up for them. And I know I have a platform where thousands of people listen to me, follow what I say.
Right.
So that was my heart right there. I did it with a genuine heart. I really did. It wasn't about no money. It was about speaking up for them. And honestly, I put myself first out there.
Right.
You got a bunch of police out there, a bunch of FBI agents, and a bunch of powerful people in the city who didn't want to see that get exposed. So, you know, I ran myself a risk, but I didn't care. I just did what was right.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up. A lot of times, and I tell people this all the time, when you're on the forefront, the limelight, if you will, and here you are risking your career.
Right, basically, yeah.
Yeah, because there's levels to this,
Yes.
and people need to understand there's levels. So you was willing to risk it all
Yep.
for others, and
What's right.
yeah,
What's right.
right, which is great because now, how do you feel? You out there, you took this risk, and then you see immature boys, girls, black, white, whatever, but let's talk African Americans,
Right.
out there doing crazy stuff where you have risked it all and they don't even care.
When I see stuff like that, to be honest with you, man, it's crazy because I come from that environment, so I understand it, and I know that you can't change everybody. And my goal, as long as I can reach 2 or 3, it's just like this. It's just like cancer. I put it like this: like cancer is a deadly disease. Everybody knows that. So when people take chemo or treatment for it, you're not going to cure it. You can only help. So when I put this documentary, I'm not going to stop everything that's going on. I'm going to bring awareness and reach a few. You understand what I'm
I
saying?
get you. It makes sense. No, good. So now, fast forward, 2020.
Yeah.
Police brutality. Not that yet. Stop. Rewind. Black on black crime. Let's deal with that. I know I'm coming to police brutality. I'm here with Jamal. We're having the conversation. I know it's not 10 o'clock. I'm early. But guess what? This was worth coming on early for you can hear it.
Best believe it was. Best believe it was.
That's right. So black on black crime.
Right.
We can't cure it all.
Not at all.
What can we do? I'm still going back on that you risked it all.
Right.
And we still have foolishness.
Yeah.
What does words come as you also are an author on black and black crime?
This is how I feel about that. And I say this before numerous interviews. When it comes to black and black crime, like here in our city specifically, like what it boils down to, man, these people don't have nothing to do, man. And that's what it boils down to. Like back in the day, man, when I was coming up, we had so many different things. Like we had Upward Bound, we had the Boys and Girls Club, we had the recreation centers, the radio station Pound 94, speaking to money. The radio station Pound 94, they did a thing called Hang Time. You had midnight basketball at Howard High School. You had so many different things that would keep people who normally be in the street, they would be at these events, so that's the last time they will be in the street. You know what I'm saying? So now you take all this stuff away, there's nothing to do. And even like if you go in the hoods now, like the west side, East Lake, look at the playgrounds, look at the basketball rims. Like it's nothing for them, it's nothing to occupy that time, it's nothing for them to say, okay, I'm going to do this instead of going to do something negative. So when there's no other options, they fall into the trap. That's not an excuse, but that's a legitimate excuse. You know what I'm saying? So as long as there's nothing to occupy these youngsters' time, you can always see that right there. You might reach a few, but for the most part, it's going to keep going on. Then you got, this is a gang culture here in our city. The gangs are real, you know, so it's always retaliation and this and that going on, you know, and until people can have something to deter them away from that, it's going to always be around.
Wow, I like it. What can we? I'm not from here, you know that. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
I've been out a few times. 513.
Yes, sir. That's it. All right, who you know? We'll be right back, y'all. Let me see who we know. That he know the area code off the top.
Shout out to my dude, DJ Will Money out of Cincinnati. I had a concert in Cincinnati one time, man. Yeah, my people up there. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. So we need, what I'm hearing, even in 2020, we need to be able to find something constructive to help communities to continue to clean it up. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, definitely. That's basically what it boils down to. Because once they find something constructive to do, even if it's not a job, there's some job will definitely help. But even if it's just something to occupy their time, like some of the examples that I just gave, that will keep people out of the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, I get you.
Bottom line, like I was saying, back in the day, I remember to me the biggest impact what I saw when I was young coming up was when they had midnight basketball at Howard High School. So you had people from every side of town who had to organize a basketball team, and the games were started at 12 midnight. So you got 20 different teams over there playing, you know what I'm saying? So it started at 12 midnight, it's going about 3 or 4 in the morning. This is a time where they're not in the street committing crimes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the thing that gave them something to look forward to, whoever won this week, they were looking forward to playing next week so they can advance and this, that, and blah, blah, blah. And the most you might have had was probably a fist fight.
Right.
And that's based on somebody getting fouled so hard, you know what I'm saying? But there's no gunplay.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? People was really channeling their energy to want to win the tournament. They take that away. So now at 12 midnight, people in the street hustling, shooting, robbing, when they would have been playing basketball.
Wow. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if it just came on, I am interviewing I'm calling Brother Jamal. He is impacting us, and we're having a conversation on Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Jamal is an author, he's a writer, he's an entertainer, he's a promoter, he's so much going on. I'm not going to even promote. He got a lot going on. And what I like about this is, watch this, and he said that you can't judge a book by its cover. He sat with many artists. He just calls them out. Jamal, man, you just helped me. And I hope my team is hearing what he said, because if we're going to clean up communities, we have to go back to where it was even with us back little boys. We're not prime. I ain't old. I'm in my prime.
I turned 21 in November, man.
So we have to go back because they're looking for something to do.
Right, exactly, man.
So now we address that. Police brutality. So you watch the news, you read the paper, and you keep seeing guys that look like me and you. By local law enforcement or by law enforcement, period. What's going on in your head?
Man, this thing been going on. It's just, what's going on in my head is nothing new. I'm glad that it's finally reaching white people in corporate America, you know what I'm saying? But I hate when I see that, man. And I hate to say this, I really hate to say this, especially being in the church, man. But I don't want to see people attack the police sometimes when I see some of this stuff that's going on, because it's like, you know, we try to sit there and put your hands up and not resist arrest. It don't work. You understand what I'm saying? And then it don't happen to us. You know, that's sickening right there, man. It makes you mad. And to continue to happen. And then to me, the only reason they're doing something about it, this is my thing right here. These videos are getting recorded, man, like the George Floyd scenario. What's your boy in Georgia? Marbury, right? Like, his situation happened 2, 3, or 4 months ago.
Right.
They didn't get arrested then. So they didn't arrest them because of what they did. They arrested them because we finally saw the video and they were forced to.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And then with the George Floyd scenario coming right behind that, it's like it's piggybacking off that. So like, okay, we gotta arrest them, man. We can't just let it slide. Well, normally they would have let it slide. And you gotta look at it like this. The average man doesn't want to do anything to take himself away from his family. Like, I'm not gonna kill somebody if I know I'm gonna go to jail for 30 or 40 years. Right. So I'm saying that to say this. When the police are killing these men, they're doing it because they don't think anything is going to happen. If they knew for a fact, if I kill this guy, I'm going to jail, they wouldn't do it. Right. But they know there's nothing that's going to happen. That's why they're comfortable doing that. Wow. So it's crazy to see them finally getting arrested. And to me, we still not all the way there yet, because they just got arrested. You still have a hung jury, right, and all this little foolishness and lack of evidence. That still happens. So we still haven't won the battle yet, but it's a start.
Right.
You understand?
Right. No, totally understand. And you're on a good page. What can we, well, push pause. There's a lot of people watching us on all these cameras. I want you, a successful, professional black male, just to speak life into us. We'll deal with the police, law enforcement, that's legal. But what can we do as individuals, sons and uncles and brothers? What can we do? Challenge them that we come together to make a difference.
First of all, you said the main thing come together. And that means stopping all this black on black crime. You know, now, man, we need to start hugging and loving each other, man. Try to keep a positive attitude, a positive mentality. If you got negative stuff going on around you, I know it's easy to say it's done, but try to remove that, man. You know what I'm saying? Even do something simple. Keep your seatbelts on, turn your blinkers on. Who giving them reasons to pull us over, which graduates to other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know you got people out there who still gonna hustle and do what they do, but if you don't do that, man, be smart about it, because they need an excuse right now. Don't give them one. So that's my biggest advice. Don't give them an excuse, man.
Wow.
Don't give them an excuse.
Yeah. It's amazing you said that. Before I came here this afternoon, I told my sons, we're hanging out, and I said, listen, I want to let you know. Oh, we know that reason. I said, listen, make sure you dot I's, cross T's. You can't give anyone any excuse to do anything right now because it's dangerous out there. So I'm glad you said that. In your eyes, where do you see the black man going?
Where do I see the black man going?
What's next for him? Where are we on our way to?
I think right now, I'm liking what I see right now because a lot of this is inspired by this protesting, and I'm liking to see, so to see where I see the black man going, to say this, the fact that I'm seeing white people jump on the bandwagon, that's a good thing, and I think that's waking the black man up right there. To see people who are not of our walk of life, or not of our race, saying, okay, we're tired of doing y'all like that too. I think it's waking a lot of people up right there. So I see the black man going in the positive direction overall. You still have a few out there that's just going to be stuck in their own ways. But overall, I see the black man going in the positive direction because they finally see that for a long time, we always talk about it in care. You know what I'm saying? So, and we try to cry out about our problems that come across like we're just crying wolf. But now that we see that people care, I think this is going to cause a lot more unity in the community. So I see the black man going in the positive route right now. That's a good thing, man. I'm liking what I see.
Yeah. Well, good. You heard that black fathers matter, the black male matters, and we must keep progressing on, keep stepping. Don't give them excuses. As a matter of fact, my spiritual father said it this way, and I have adopted this model. We don't make excuses, we make adjustments. Did you hear what I said? We don't make excuses, we make adjustments. I'm calling forth all the black men to make it happen. Rise and come forward. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the studio with Jamal, a.k.a. Maal The Pimp. If you got questions for him or us while we're on, you can put them in the chat. You can also WeChurchChat@gmail.com. All right? WeChurchChat@gmail.com, or put your questions in the chat. Jamal, what's next for you?
What's next for me? Well, I just launched my own podcast.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I had to get you on that. I got to return the favor. I got a podcast called Pimpoholic podcast, which I do usually every Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Say it one more time before they get you.
Pimpoholic podcast. So with that being said, I got my own YouTube channel, which is called Pimpoholic TV. So the podcast goes from my Facebook page to my YouTube channel. So I have guests on there once a week, sometimes twice a week. It's been real successful so far. I'm booked all the way through August the 17th with interviews, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's this? The first week of July, so I'm booked August 17th with interviews. Wow. So Pimpoholic TV podcast is what's going on. I just dropped my new album, Nothing But Respect. That's on the internet right now, streaming online. I just did a movie too, man. I was in a movie that came out nationwide, a movie called The Milwaukee Story, Too Much Sugar for One Dime. That came out in theaters up north or whatever. It starred, I had a role in it, Lil Booster, MJG from 8 Ball, MJG, Starlito out of Cashville, and the Bizzle Gang, man. You know, shout out to my guy Pace, that's the executive producer of the movie. So I'm wrapping up something, man. I'm about to start working on another album, which I won't release the title of yet. So I got a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot.
Wow. Listen, this brother has it going on. Successful black man who's making it happen in multiple industries and arenas.
Definitely, man.
Man, I'm excited about it. And watch this, now I'm going to be messy for a second. You married?
No, I got a woman. I got a woman out there that's coming.
That's right. Shout out to her.
That's my lady. She told me that.
That's right. Listen, that was unscripted. All of this is unscripted. I'll make sure that we don't have that is a relaxed conversation. So, so I want to talk about the podcast. Yeah. My team is out there. Please put his podcast in the chat. It is again
Pimpoholic TV, just like alcoholic Pimpoholic, Pimpoholic, the Pimpoholic TV podcast. It comes on my Facebook page every Monday. Every Monday I have, and the thing about this is, of course, I'm a rapper, right? But this is not a rap podcast. I have
the different guests from different professions and different walks of life. And I'm giving a lot of game, you know what I'm saying? So it's an education podcast, definitely.
That's amazing. So make sure we support Jamal in his podcast, the movie when it comes south. For those who are up north, please support the movie. And again,
the name of the movie is called The Milwaukee Story. Too Much Sugar for a Dime. That's the name of the movie. Yeah.
Wow.
Based out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm way up north with it, man.
Wow.
Way up
Yes,
north.
sir. Yes, sir. Hometown. Listen, Jamal, there is young guys who are trying to make it. They haven't arrived where we are. Trying to find their way.
Right.
What advice can we give them with schooling, with relationships, with managing money? You've seen a lot.
Yeah.
What advice can we give to the young people that's watching as well and that will watch?
I'm gonna say something about the first three things you said, and I go in another direction. But you said schooling, relationships, and managing money. Schooling, man, I know you hear this so much, and it's just so cliche, but education is really important, man. Like, I'm so glad I went to college and actually got a degree, because, I got a degree in my field, recording industry, so once I knew I was going to be serious about being a rapper, I wanted to learn the business about it. You know what I'm saying? And I went to college and I really paid attention. I graduated top of my class. And once I got out of college, I actually got into the industry as far as dealing with the big companies and all that. I started realizing how much those classes helped me.
Yeah.
All the knowledge I had, I started realizing that people didn't know what I knew.
Right.
And I'm thinking I would never do this if I wouldn't have went to school.
Right.
And I'm a hood dude.
Right.
I'm straight out the hood,
Right.
but I went to college, and I'm not ashamed to say that.
Right.
So I'm trying to preach that to anybody. School is real important, man. Because at first my whole thing was I just want to graduate high school.
Right.
And then run the streets and do whatever else. But then once I started taking the rap game serious, I knew I had to go to college with it. And I'm glad I did that. Now, relationship-wise, we can all speak on that. But like, of course, you're supposed to say stay with one woman and don't cheat, blah, 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 blah. But you know, as men, while we're trying to find ourselves, we're going to deal with multiple women. We're going to do things that say that my advice is once you find that woman who you know is the right one, it's time to cut everything else short, man. And it might take you a while to find it. So while you trying to find it, you won't deal with that with this girl and that girl. Once you find that right one, it's time to cut it short, man. Now, managing money, I've always been real good at that. So, like, I'm not the flashy guy. I can go out and buy rims and jewelry and all that. I'm simple with it. So, when I get money, I put up money. Say I'm working out like this in small numbers. Say if I was to make $10. I would take $5 and put it to the savings account and like I don't get it. You feel me? The $5 that I got left, I would take $2 and invest it into myself to bring $10 more back in. The $3 that I got left, out of that $5, I would take it and put in a shoebox, put it on my bed. So I got money in the bank, I got cash on hand, and then I got money invested in the business, so it's gonna keep flipping. You know what I'm saying? So I always manage money. And even to the dudes on the street who hustling and all that, man, you making $1,000 off of whatever you sell, quit going about rims and chains, man. Go buy some profit or something like that, man.
Right.
I told one of my homeboys about 10 years ago, he was doing what he do. I said, man, you making all this money, man. This was when the whole nose still open. I said, man, buy some of this property down here on Main Street. Now look, 10, 15 years later, UTC would have come out at you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So manage money in smart ways, you know what I'm saying? Even you see the celebrities, the rappers, and the entertainers, they got rap money, but a lot of them are doing real estate. They're opening other companies that has nothing to do with rap based off of rap money. So it's going to be always money coming in some kind of way. And we got to think like that.
Yeah.
I've been here to the game when it comes to that.
Yeah, no, that's great advice. That's great advice. I hope y'all are catching that is wise advice.
Listen, let me say one more thing to the youngsters out there who want to pursue a career. It don't have to be entertainment, but whatever career you pursue, hear me close on this. Your friends are always going to be your biggest non-supporters. That's just how it goes. They don't take it personal. They always going to be the ones who don't support you. The stranger you don't know, that's your biggest fan right there.
Right.
Now, once you make it, your friends going to come back around and jump on the bandwagon. You can decide if you want to deal with them or not. But my point is, do not get discouraged when the people you expect to support you don't support you. That you got to depend on your own self to get it going. I had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah. I had to learn that the hard way. Even in my industry, I had to learn it the hard way. You're absolutely right. Listen, you said a lot
And I want to go back. How did you make the transition? You grew up, you went West Side?
West Side.
You grew up on the West Side of town. And look at you now. Successful black man who comes from the West Side, not that it's got to be bad, but man, you made strides. Somebody's stuck. How did it get out?
This will woke me up right here. I ain't gonna lie. Like, when I first got into the rap game, even when I would be what you consider successful as far as on the Chattanooga level, I was still involved in street beef, right? So when I would go to some of my concerts to perform, some of the dudes I just had problems with would be in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I can't mix the streets with the business. Cause I can do this to you today, right. And then next week go to perform, and you want to figure your homeboys out there, it's gonna be a problem. So I'm like, I gotta choose one or the other. And then the business side of it was, if I'm up on stage rocking the show, and I see a dude in the crowd, no matter what side of town he's from, he's bobbing his head to my music, and I know for a fact we got a problem. So now I need to cut that out because this dude will be a potential fan, right, which I can make money off of. So now that's why I became colorblind and got to the point of thinking, I don't care where you're from, man, you know, it's all about business. Wow. That was my wake-up call right there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that is amazing. Listen, yeah, transformation. You said, hey, if I'm going to make the money, if I'm going to move, I got to keep going forward and not just riding around in circles. Because I ain't making no money.
Exactly, man. I became mature real quick. Really quick.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Jamal, Maal, a.k.a. The Pimp. And I'm talking, y'all, he just made a movie, launched a new deal out, got a podcast, befriend him. All of you all that's watching, go to his page. What is his social media page?
Look, go to Instagram and Twitter. Follow me at Maal The Pimp. MAALTHEPIMP. Instagram and Twitter at Maal The Pimp. Go to YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pimp Maal TV. And also, when you got some spare time, Google me. Just go to Google and type in Maal The Pimp. It all pops up. Yeah.
Wow. I'm grateful. A successful black man. Who knows what's next? You're already going to be popping on our television screen, movie screens. Yeah, coming across our podcasts, our phones. Let me close. Man, and I don't even want to end, but you got so much you got going on. I was going to say something, I'm going to challenge you, but I'm going to challenge you offline, and then we're going to come back and tell everybody else.
No problem.
Because you got it going on. There's a lot of people that want to rap.
Right.
What is good rap vis-a-vis bad rap? If there's not, I don't know.
It's not a good rap and bad rap. Depending on who you ask. If you ask somebody who's not familiar with street culture, they would say people that talk that language, that's bad rap. Because they're cursing, they seem like they're feeling rage. But these are people that come from the areas where police harass us at. These are people that go to court and get 20 years for something they should be getting 5 years for. These are people whose brother just got killed last night. These are people who are trying to take care of their child, but the female won't let them, and she puts him on child support, he's going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So coming from that area, if you don't understand that and you hear it on a record, that don't sound too good.
Right.
But if you come from that and you hear it on the record, you're like, I feel it, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
So that can be considered a bad rap song, but it can be considered real music to others. Now what would be, I guess, considered good music is the guy that talks positive all the time. You know, the guy that talks about the guy who grew up in the suburbs, who don't understand the street. People who grew up in the suburbs hear that, they would love that. Right. People who grew up in the street hear that, like, that's the lane. You know what I'm saying? So, depending on who you ask, you got good rap versus bad rap. So, I don't think it's a real definition for it. It depends on the listener. Wow. And what the listener is familiar with.
Right. And that's good. That's good. Because when you were talking, I started dating myself. Because back in the day, Fat Boys in the 70s, 80s, it was no cussing, clean rap, and just smooth. But then the generation changed. That's not my era that I really listen to. My sons listen to it, but I don't really listen to it.
I'm glad glad you said that. I mean, to cut you off, like you said, all right, the Fat Boys, Ron MC, LL Cool J,
Right.
Kumo D, all the ones on the East Coast. At that time, it would be considered good rap because of the way they was delivering the music and the lyrics, and it wasn't too harsh. And then in the midst of all that, here comes this group called NWA, F the Police and all this. At that time, that was bad rap. Now, F the Police makes a bunch of sense. You understand what I'm saying? Because people are saying where they're coming from.
Right.
You know, so depending on it, then even then, like when Snoop Dogg and Bill Ford Records hit it, that was considered bad rap, gangster rap music. I think C. Lord's talking, Reverend Calvin Buster, which are two black people, were going on a major protest telling people not to buy their record, you know what I'm saying, because they considered it bad rap. But at the end of the day, they were just grooving gangster music. You know what I'm saying? And then the bad part about that is, you gotta think, no matter what they're rapping about, they could be doing worse if they wasn't rapping. So they're still doing something positive. And then they're employing a bunch of people.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So, you know, they give a bunch of black people jobs by this bad rap that they're doing.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
And I'm glad you went there. That's what I was thinking when you were talking. Because it looks bad. It may sound bad. But behind it looks good. And I don't know, you've been around them more so than I have in this industry. What you see on the screen is not really who they are behind the scenes.
Nah, man, most of these dudes are real cool dudes. And stuff, the average rapper, stuff they rapping about, when they're talking negative, that's what they used to do. That's their past life. You gotta be stupid if you rap about the thing that you're doing right now. If you actually sell drugs right now and you're gonna make a song, you gotta be crazy, man. You're gonna be the star witness against yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In court, yeah. So we hear rappers telling these street stories, this is where they come from.
Right.
And this is their way of letting it out and vent. You understand what I'm saying? So when people say they get that confused, they get that confused with a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? We talk like that because we come from that. But at the end of the day, we'll make a song about the lady we love to. You don't hear that song though.
Right.
We'll make a song about our mama. Like Tupac, for example. He was considered a gangster rapper, right? Because of all the stuff he said. But what about songs like Keep Your Head Up and Dear Mama? That shows another side.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But you don't want to focus on that.
Right.
Yeah. So they stereotype us, man. It's really because they're jealous.
Right.
I'm gonna make an announcement. My team, look at my team. My team. I'm about ready to make an announcement. Jamal, the preacher and the rapper, we're gonna come out with a project. The preacher and the rapper. Stay tuned. COVID got to go now.
That'll be interesting.
The preacher and the rapper is about to do a project right here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Look, I should have said it. That ain't even what I was thinking about, but when he was talking, I was like, oh, I gotta do something with this guy. I gotta do something with this guy.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I've been on all kind of talk shows as far as hip-hop shows and whatever. I've been on TV a million times, but this is my first time ever being on the show as a guest with a pastor being filmed at a church, you know what I'm saying? So, I know, I don't know, when you see me in the inbox, right? They say, I want you to come on my show, we'll do this and that. I went to his page, he said, Pastor Cole? I said, whoa. I said, Pastor Maal The Pimp on the next dude. That's a real, but you know what? That's good because that's real diverse and it shows different walks of life crossing paths for something positive. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good look right there. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Hey, I appreciate it. And that's a good way. Listen, after what he said and all the stuff that we talked about, it's a great way to end. Look forward to Pastor J.W. and Jamal Maal, a.k.a. The Pimp. Maal.
There you go. M.T.P. Maal the Pastor.
We're going to do something. Listen, this has been an empowering moment, and we just had the conversation. Do me a favor, go check out Jamal's page, his YouTube, watch the movie, and let's continue to support positively. All right? Listen, we had the conversation. Last words. Want to say something?
Last words again. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Maal The Pimp. Everybody out there stay positive. Black lives do matter, you know. And just everybody try to keep your head in the right direction, man. We're target right now. Let's not give them a reason. Hashtag that. Let's not give them a reason.
Let's put that on my page. Let's not give them a reason. I'm about ready to hashtag that. If you got a conversation that needs to be had, wechurchchat@gmail.com. I'm Pastor J.W. and this has been an empowering moment. We'll talk to you.
Holla.
I appreciate that.
Hey, man, Joe, appreciate you. It was awesome, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm for real. We need to do a project.
No problem,
We
man.
got
I'm
to
with
do a
that, man.
project. We got to